stand starts with understanding who he or she is, what you stand for, understanding your marketplace, and understanding your positioning. What is the perception that you need to create in order to appeal to the target audience, in order to appeal to the market, in order to appeal to your main audience that you are trying to appeal to? All right, so what are you bringing to the market? What are your core attributes? Do you have integrity? You have integrity. Are you dependable? Do you have resilience? Are you professional, supportive, empathic, passionate? Are you dynamic? Do you collaborate? All right. All these are your core attributes. Do you have world-class values? Timeliness. All right. They say 8 o'clock, but you are there by 9:30. I say, oh, it's traffic. It's traffic. Whoever gives an excuse, a strong brand never gives an excuse with traffic. If you have a 9 a.m. Appointment, even if it's in Lekki and you live in, where's the worst place to live now because of traffic? Jangbadi or whatever, I don't know these areas anyway. Then you leave as early as 4 a.m. because you want to meet up. You don't come to your client and say, sorry, I'm late, which is what the millennials are always doing, thinking that you must understand where they're coming from. Who cares? So you don't give excuses. You just do it. World-class values means you respect time. You have integrity. You are transparent. We can trust you. You have respect for individuals. Do you have leadership qualities? Are you breaking new grounds? Are you strategic? Are you focused? Are you bold? Are you proactive? Are you dynamic, filled with energy? Do you have new ideas? Are you creative? Are you innovative? Are you disruptive? Are you forward thinking? Are you versatile? Are you resilient? In the next 5 years, I don't see people employing you because of your qualification. Yes, it will form a good path, but then people will be looking at the 3 C's or more: content, creativity, and character. So do you have any of these? Do you have partnership qualities, collaborative approach to markets? Can you support? Can you be in a team? Are you dependable? Are you empathic? Now, all these are what you are bringing into the market. And once you've done that, knowing who you are, well, you can go on a study on self-awareness so that you know your own potentials. So knowing who you are, you now position yourself from what you know. You must win. I mean, to win, you must find your niche. Create a course. Find your own purpose. Jesus was trained as a carpenter, but his destiny, his purpose, his passion was to do 4 things. And he knew it. 1, proclaim the good news to the poor, proclaim freedom for the prisoners, recovery of sight for the blind, set the oppressed free. He recognized his passion in time and remained there. He was consistent and never once deviated. No, it's not today you see Johnson doing shoes, you follow him. Then you see Iyabeji doing akara, you follow him. No, stay in your lane. As long as you know very well that that is who you are, you position yourself. You become tenacious. You want to be long suffering in it, and then see it to the end, and people will associate you with it. I have been in public relations since 1995. I have never joined any other professional body. Not because I do not have, in fact, they even call me, some of them just want to make me a fellow. I don't want. This is where I'm called. And this is where I have been. And today, to the glory of God, 1st of October, or the 29th of August, I was listed as one of the leading public relations women in Africa. To the glory of God. And that has come with a lot of focus. So when Nkechi Ali Balogun comes to your head, so many things will come. Oh, that public relations woman. I took my daughter to have an interview in Ogeri, Louisville. They don't know me. They haven't seen me. And as soon as I got there, they said, oh, they called my daughter, they called Ali Balogo. They said, who are your parents? I said, Mahmoud Ali Balogo and Ikechi. I said, oh, is it the public relations woman? That's what branding does for you. It takes your name abroad as long as you are able to have a good reputation. In Luke, it says, at the age of 12, Jesus already chose a niche for himself. He asked his mother, why are you looking for me? You should know where I will be. The kind of things I have done, the kind of personality I have portrayed should let you know where to find me. All right? So why are you looking for me? Don't you know I will be in my Father's house? Because that is where I am meant to be. Now you must know that image is everything. You do not have a second chance to correct a very poor image that you have presented. Why do people make purchases? Why do they want A and not B? All right? Most times you do not purchase the goods and services based on rational thinking. No. Have you ever wondered why some ads feature beautiful models, adorable, puppies, cute babies and all that, just to make you to have a decision? And recent research reveals that we make brand purchase decisions based on the associations and feelings as opposed to the facts and the stats. All right? So this conditioning can happen without you knowing. And it is a tendency so strong that it can make you purchase products that are actually more inferior to what competition is offering. Now, you must have a brand message. What message are you giving the world? Your message is what enhances your brand. It is your essence. They are your natural features. It is what draws people to you. It makes people relate to you because you inspire them. It persuades them. It motivates them. And ultimately makes them want to do business with you. It makes them want to be your friend. It makes them want to come around you, right? What is your message? It makes them want to marry you if you're a woman. It makes them want to, want to be with you. There's something about you they want to be with. Let's look at Jesus again. Our Lord Jesus had just one message, and it was stated in Matthew 4:17. That was the message of what? Message of salvation. The whole works of Jesus was just to project that message of repentance. It is the same message that people like Billy Graham gave for life. He never talked about business. He never talked about strategies for business, trade fair, and all those things. Simple message. Message of salvation from beginning to the end. And you can see Billy Graham conjured realities, powerful pictures in people's minds, heads of states, presidents. Mother Teresa did. These are strong brands because they remain focused, because they have a message. There's something about them that unites emotionally with you. So these are key questions for you. What do you want to be known for? Do you want to become more like Christ? Do you want to be the go-to expert on food? Do you want to be the go-to person on fashion, IT, HR, public relations, counseling? What would that be? When you call the character Amebo, what quickly comes to your mind? Gossip. That's all. So what do you want to influence? What do you want to accomplish? Yeah. What is the key message you want to communicate? What message you want to consistently reinforce in your content and in your marketing? If you could only give one piece of advice to your audience, what would it be? What are some of your personal characteristics and traits that you can weave into your brand? Do you want to be perceived as very polished and professional, or perhaps more quirky and adventurous, or laid back, like some of the millennials? Do you think that wearing a branded belt, all right, with a sag trouser makes you a brand. No, that doesn't make you a brand. It is what you have inside, what you are able to bring out. All right. When people talk to you, what's the content? Or are you just an empty bottle? All right. You are covered, but when they open, they find that there is nothing inside the bottle. That will not be our portion. Now, a strong brand must have communication skills. It's not these abbreviations that you people do on WhatsApp and on telephone, to the extent that when you are even writing people, you are using those abbreviations. You must have communication skills. You cannot have a strong presence with poor communication skills, both verbal and non-verbal. Communication is key in all you do. How you cut your nails, your hair, your shoes, you know, your overall makeup is very, very important. How you display yourself, the non-verbal aspect. And when you open your mouth, what comes out of it? You cannot relate successfully without effective communication, whether in your business or in your personal lives. Read books, be a thought leader. A lot of you don't read. All you do, you come and you put on one TV, and then you think the world owes you something. You know, you have this, what do you call it? Entitlement rights. No, nobody owes you anything. No. Not even your parents. They don't owe you anything. No, nobody owes you anything. And I want parents to stop believing they owe their children anything. You don't owe them. As long as you have brought them up, it's a communication is a two-way process. What are your own obligations to your own parents? When your parents' family, your parents' friends come around, when they see you, they say, oh, that boy. Or when they call your name in the crowd, Victor, they say, you know, the Bible says that you can become a hissing and an embarrassment and a non-existent thing. Oh, which Victor? Is it that one? Please. Or which Victor? Oh, is it the tall, handsome? Oh, that boy is so hardworking. You need to see how caring he is. You need to see that is the name Victor. That is who you are. You have to be authentic. You have to be original. All this follow does not make a personal brand. It does not make a good brand. You follow, today they call this one because you saw it's weird ad. I see it happen a lot in churches. I see it happen a lot with millennials. They just follow people. They don't know why they are following. They don't know why they are following. Reason being that, oh, the person has money. I like the way he dresses. They come to you, they want you to mentor them. But then their own mentor, they have defined mentorship in their own way. Mentorship has now become how much money you are able to give them. No, that is not mentorship. That's not mentorship. You are a protege under somebody to learn. In fact, if anything, you are the one that owes your mentor. So you have to be authentic. You have to be original. One of the steps in crafting your brand is being original. All right, you must build on that progressively. Your personal brand should be an authentic persona. Branding is not about positioning yourself as something that you are not. No, it's about purposefully and strategically showcasing your true self. Your personal brand should be a true reflection of your skills, passions, values, and beliefs. Okay? Now, you must choose your friends. Show me your friends, and I tell you who you are. Because of time, I'm not going to go into that. Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. It's simple. If you walk with the wise, you are perceived as wise. You walk with fools, you are perceived as fools. You walk with 419 people, you are perceived as 419 people. All right? You want to go to an office, you are wearing dreadlock, you say you came for an interview. Who is going to interview you? That, you know what is associated with that brand. Yes, now people are relaxing, but for goodness sake, show me your friends will tell you who you are. It might be counterintuitive sometimes, so you have to be very, very, very careful. All right? If you are always in the midst of people who do not align with your brand essence, then your character becomes questionable. In order to enhance your brand, you must be willing to repel those who do not want to work with you. Yes, I didn't say be snobbish. No, but you must be proactive about it. Now, how much time do I have? So I know whether I should round up or I should continue.
You can go for an extra 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Okay, let me skip what you should be looking at when you are looking for your friends. Look at the demographics, the psychographics, their desires and aspirations, their pain points and challenges, all right? Their content. If this aligns with who you are, please go ahead and be in their circle. Now, post-COVID has also posed another challenge in personal branding. We are not distancing and all that. Who are you meeting in social media? What are the things you are writing about? People are watching. They are checking the kind of people you are dealing with. They are looking at the platform where you are. They are making their minds about you, especially those of you who are looking for jobs. You have written an application. All people need these days is to go to your Facebook platform and read the kind of things you write and see the kind of people you associate with. And then they make up their mind and say, no, 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 that's not the kind of person we're looking for. So you must be very, very careful. So I will round up here. Maybe during question and answer, some of the things I didn't say will come up. But having a strong personal brand as a business person and as a child of God, you can blend both of them. As a child of God, that is, you must be able to serve just like Christ did. And in the world, you must be able to also impart your word, have your unique selling points, and then form the right images, the right pictures, the right realities in people's minds. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. You really hit the nail on the head. Someone that knows that I'm very passionate about branding. I love branding a lot. In fact, I did a few courses on it during this lockdown. Ma, you've said a lot of things that have been very, very true. And then it rose some questions from me, and I'm going to ask the first one. You made the first statement. You said you are addressing a Christian crowd. So is there any significant difference between the Christian personal branding and the regular Orthodox personal branding?
Well, I think I mentioned it. There's a very thin line, okay? But what differentiates us as Christian is the Christ in us, all right? So even if we're in the marketplace, we must always remember who we are. There are things we cannot do, even though it's proper in the name of branding, all right? So when it comes to our core values definitely must be different from the people who are in the world. Bible says we are of the world, but we're not, we're in the world, but not of the world. So our personal lives must portray Christ, all right? Like this platform is a Christ-like life. So our brand must be Christ-like. And Christ-like life is a life of service, all right? Was a life of forgiveness, a life of positivity. We must bring our positive energy wherever we go. We must, when they mention our name, when we come in, they say, oh, that person is here. Because we are going to exhibit who we are: love, forgiveness, understanding, service, innovation. Because if you see, they say wherever Christ went, he was doing good. So wherever I go, what must I do? Good. And so my name must resonate goodness. My name must resonate service. My name must resonate love. In the world, that might be forgiving, but as a child of God, that may not be.
Wow. That's really insightful. Wow, thank you for that, Ma. A follow-up to that question is this: we're in a world right now where your brand determines the kind of patronage you get. Now, as a Christian, if you okay, how do I put this? As a Christian, if you develop a Christ-like life brand, and so many people start to differ from you because there's that Christ in it, especially in the world we live today. For example, I am a real estate personnel, and I'm also putting a lot of things about Christ in everything I do. Wouldn't that discourage people from working with me? So, what is your advice to people who are living in that dilemma?
What happened to Job when they said he should curse God and die?
Hmm. Hmm.
Did he?
No.
He didn't. He remained because he knew who he was. And then remember that even God said, that is my son. Do everything you want to him, but don't take his life, because a dead man has no brand. A dead man cannot say anything. But I know that the living Job, as long as he's alive, will never do what you want him to do. And at the end, did Job lose? He didn't lose.
Didn't.
So you keep your focus. I can give you the story of my life, right? I started from NTA, then I moved on to an Exim Bank, right? From the Exim Bank, I left the Exim Bank because I was being asked to do a lot of things I didn't want to do. I resigned. Then I went to another bank, and the chairman of the bank, if I had done most of the things, maybe I wouldn't be here talking to you on Zoom. I would be living in Paris, but I remained, all right? I have been focused, I'm in training. There are some places I go to when they tell you the kind of things they want to do and the offer they are giving you, mouth-watering offer. What does it profit a man if I gain the whole world and lose my soul? So I don't. But today, I may not have cash, that's heavy cash at hand, but my name is going everywhere. What is more than they say, a good name is better than riches. Okay? So I work tall. So in your real estate, remain who you are. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. When time comes, it will twist one king's heart to favor your business, and just one breakthrough, voila, you are there. And all those who laughed at you will come rejoicing with you. So I'll say, keep doing what you're doing. You are a strong brand.
Thank you so much for that. So there you have it, people. Do we are of the world, but not do we in the world, but not of the world. So we should keep living a Christ-like life, because our reward is in heaven, not really on earth. What good is it if we miss heaven because of riches of earth? Thank you so much for that, man. So while you were talking, you made a statement. You said purposefully making your personality. The purpose that personal branding is the purposeful making of your personality. Does that mean that your personal brand could be created in a way that it's a little different or a lot different from your real personality?
Your personal brand, as I said, find who you are, self-awareness. Who you are, your personal brand is built along who you are. Bible said before you were born, God gave you a name, right?
Yes.
There are things, qualities, potentials, talents, skills attached to that name. And so when you come out, it is your business now to find that purpose. This is who I am. There was a time I used to think that because I was a science student and a literary and art student, I used to think I would have done better in science. But every time I went for this career thing, I found myself in communication. And that's who I am. I love people. Even though sometimes because of my love for people, people misunderstand, but I'm not bothered. That's who I am. You are not different from me. So being purposeful about it is knowing your greatest passion and building your brand around that passion, irrespective of what people think. For as long as it's imparting your word positively, and that is your passion, and that's what they are created to do, go ahead. So everything you do about personal branding is purposeful, is intentional, it is deliberate. So it's not something you just go, I am this. If you say you are that, Let what you do also balance it. And they say, yes. You remember the woman at Samaria, he went and told people, I've met a man who did so, 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 and so, right? But when the people came by, said, it's not because of what you said, though. We too, we had our own experience. We have experienced him. He's exactly what you said he is.
Thank you, Ma.